We continue where we left off, where we finally escaped Upper Sector 7. We walked Wedge home, visited Best Girl Jessie, and finally went home. Went to sleep until tomorrow and beat the ghost things. This has a nice gimmick where there is technically a boss fight in this part. I think it is because its health bar is quite different than the others, where I have to defeat his Lucky's force in order to damage him. And I say nice because, unlike the bosses later, this one doesn't pummel me to game over at all. It was nice and I was able to defeat it without any problems. As Jessie was pushed down by a ghost, injuring herself in the process, and this event led us to being recruited by the Avalanche again, which is the canon event. And we proceeded to onto with the Sector 5 by train, but it wasn't really that easy, wasn't it? We got detected by Shinra drones. I wiped all of it, jumped off the train for the third time by the way, and began gunning to the Sector 5 reactor. And it was pretty easy, until I met this. Yep, actually, you know what? It was easy. But the thing is, I am too stupid, and the only thing that I can say to myself right now is skill issue. I don't have to blame the game. It's all me. It's all me. I'm too bad at this game, and I have to get good. And I did for my second try. After that embarrassing death with some mods, I continued on and finally met some real boss this time. The Scrub Warden has three phases, if I remember correctly, and its first phase was easy. I just had to dodge, attack its limbs, dodge, and repeat the same process, but the next phase wasn't as simple as I'd like to think. To think that what I said earlier about defeating the Lucky's first was a nice gimmick would bite me in the ass, shooting lasers at me left and right, and that I was forced to take them all out first using the thunder. After that, it was all a battle of attrition and finally defeated. After the scramble with the crab, the gang went to the underplate, and I'm gonna skip most of this part because this is the part of the game where I feel like this game turns into the hallway simulator, too much walking. And for now, I will only highlight the battles. This is also the part of the game where I started buying so many revival earrings. This makes any death much more quicker and I have more chance to defeat the current enemies. I did this to save time and be more efficient. Oh, and by the way, I'm only gonna use this on Cloud 10. I'm sticking to my word. No accessories in this run. No other accessories in this run for our party members. And you can actually see me using this a lot in this video. Like this one. Yep, I died again. Oh, and by the way, dying and using revival earrings counts as a death. After that death, we finally obtained elemental materia, MPF materia, miserably failed at completing the ventilation maintenance, finally completing it at the second one, and got a new summon materia, which I forget it existed, and finally moved on into the Mako Reactor 5. And huh, this part is really interesting. I don't know how if interesting is even the right word for this. So, to start off strong in this section of the game, I died. Yep, I died. Embarrassingly to a freaking sweeper. But I made sure to take my revenge and cross-lashed his butt up and proceeded to rob them. I made sure to take out two big bombers and one AI, hoping that it won't beat me up too much, and that I fought more enemies, failed at the timing, got some loot, and it begins. The Air Buster. Okay, so the Air Buster has multiple phases and attacks, and all of them hits hard. All of them is annoying, and I pretty much died to all of them. So here's the thing that I hate the most in this game. Number 1, grubs. Number 2, stuns. But there isn't really much of a challenge in the first place. And that is usually the case if I don't constantly fall to that trap and get stunned. And it's so infuriating. Not only I constantly get a stun in a big bomber combo, but of course, there is also our beloved grubs, homing lasers, and I have I mentioned stuns? I did? Well, I will mention it again. And this death keeps happening and happening. Even if I have a barrier, a revival earrings, I did everything available to me. And it's just game over screens after game over screens until I said, enough is enough. I will do this. This is a skill issue and I have to get good. I have to do this. No, I will do this. I can do this. And well, I'll let you watch it. I made sure to have barriers, to have my revival earrings, to heal as much as possible, to regain my MP as much as possible and dealt damage to it little by little. After that, this is the part where I also use different. This way I could have a long range attack even for a moment and maximize my chances of dealing damage to the airbuster. Then, all I have to do is buy time, heal, and prepare until the airbuster is reachable enough, and finally deal damage to it. I don't know if this is a bug or what, but whenever I run towards the wall, any long range attacks when the airbuster is flying can reach me. And doing so is much more beneficial than just dodging and blocking normally. ATB refreshes faster when running. Doing so helps me heal and prepare for the battle more. I kept this strategy for the rest of the boss fight. Attack when I have the chance, and heal as much as possible and fall and finally, finally defeated the airbuster after two painstakingly 2 hours 2 hours of painful recording. We finally did it. And I can proudly say, boys, it's possible. It is possible, and we can do this. We can defeat Airbuster with Cloud only. Whew. After that, after finally beating the Airbuster, yes, I'm taking this as a trophy. I'm taking this as a win. I'm gonna brag about this all the fucking time. After finally beating the Airbuster, we fell from the Mako Reactor 5. Because of its explosion, we fell in the church and met Erit again. After that, Reno. Reno is fast but can easily be countered by Punisher mode, and he can easily be pressured by doing so. With keeping that up, I easily damaged him enough that I triggered his second phase. In his second phase, he puts out his EM mines, which easily can be dealt by using kick or slash. With that, Reno has been dealt with, and we then escape from Reno. Walked to the rooftops, tried living without Erit, went to her house, saved some kids, and it's side quest time. And again, I don't normally cover side quests and just do them off cam, but I wanna cover some this times where I died and actively struggle and I'm just gonna show the deaths. So after completing every side quest available, we went home and met this guy, Rude. Rude is the embodiment of what I hate the most. Grabs. And at first, I didn't really know how to deal with him. I just know he's weak at wind, so I made sure that it's attached to my elemental materia, and I also made sure to keep my distance at all times. And yeah, I was still grabbed. A lot. Since I hate grub so much, I'm gonna do a montage of every grub's Rude did to me. Enjoy. Yeah, fun, right? It's so painful to be grabbed by that flashlight. I did as much as I can. I had no choice but to tank it all and heal when necessary and fight until I beat it. And managed to beat Reno and Rude in both one tries. That's quite surprising actually, beating two boss fights after having that very difficult time with Aircaster. It's like you finally reach Nirvana and you finally get good because you had a lot of practice and embarrassing deaths. Oh yeah, I suck. After fighting Rude, we once again went to Erit's house. Elmira asked us to leave at night, failed at sneaking out and got caught by Erit, and even when I finally did, Erit noticed and followed us on our way to Sector 7. And there's nothing really remarkable to show here other than the annoying hand robots, which was a big padding for the game, honestly. Finally obtained a Magnify Materia, I almost died to a sweeper because I'm that bad at the game, and finally escaped the hellhole and went to the wall market because we have to save Tifa. But everything is not as easy of a process, and we had to proceed carefully because of that. We have to enter the Don Corneo's palace by entering Erit and Cloud into the audition. So, we talked to Madam M after giving us a massage. What face are you making, Cloud, huh? And enter the Colosseum so that we can pay for Erit's dress, which apparently is a million gil. And enemies in the Colosseum isn't really that big of a deal. We managed to beat them easily and pretty much time consuming. And honestly, I thought the problem would really be the Hell House itself, but it seems like I underestimated Sam's robots and died embarrassingly for the first time. But I believe that pain makes me stronger and made a comeback a second time and finally defeat them, which that leaves the Hell House.
Tonight's Corneo Cup has been a spectacle like no other. And we shared your disappointment, ladies and gentlemen, when we told you that it was coming to an end.
But nobody felt it more keenly than one Don Corneo, who has decided that a bonus match is in order.
Participating in this match will be this evening's leading lights, the dynamic duo that has crushed all competition thus far, Cloud and Aaron!
Cloud! Cloud! Over here! Look at them! They're so adorable!
You're the man, Cloud! Aaron, I love you! Marry me! Their opponent, buried in the bowels of the Colosseum. An unspeakable horde, long in prison, set free tonight for your entertainment!
The secret star of Don Corneo's stellar stable! Enter the Hell House!
It's just a house.
Okay, so let's start by me saying that Hell House sucks. Yes, it sucks. I hate it, okay? But not because it's too hard like the Airbuster. I thought it was, but because the sport is designed in mind that the devs want to utilize Erit as well. With that in mind, they made the Hell House weak against magic, and physical attack seems to only have a use whenever Hell House is staggered. Because of that, the fight takes a while since my attacks are basically reduced to half, and it's not like I can do anything to make his damage reduced to half as well. It's not like I'm forgetting something. And so I just tanked everything. It I gave it my all and still fell short. I died. But a single death cannot ruin this run. No, 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 no. With the power of everything I have experienced throughout this run, where I died to a sweeper, to the blue flying thingy, and to airbuster so many times, I know I have to do it. I know I can do it. One last time, I will do it. We are going full power. And we did it. We finally did it. Second try and we managed to beat the Hell House. I I almost expected that it would be as difficult as the Airbuster, but we managed to defeat it the second time. I don't know if the Hell House is much more significantly easier than the Airbuster itself, or is it just me getting good at the game? I don't really know. No one has really done this before. And I was really proud. I was really happy that I was able to do this. And I'm looking forward to do this again. I'm looking forward to do more of this again. And well, thank you so much for watching this video. It took me a lot of time and effort to make this video, from recording, the voiceovers, onto the editing itself. So if you are watching this until now, please like and subscribe to the channel. This helps me a lot and give me a lot of motivation to continue doing this. The third part will be coming soon, so hold on tight. And if you haven't watched the first video yet, I recommend watching it as well. Thank you for watching, and see you on the next one. Peace! No, that sounds so cringe.